Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to be reading through this article and just basically giving my thoughts on it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, I'll probably just read the important points. Reform UK closes in on Tories as new polls show dramatically narrowing gap. New poll shows there are just 4 points between Nigel Farage-linked party and the Conservatives in the latest blow to Rishi Sunak. That's not important. Reform UK is closing in on the Tories with a new poll showing that Insurgent Party is just 4 points behind for the second week running. The survey by YouGov put Richard Tice's party on 15%, down 1 point from a record 16% the week before. The Conservatives are just 4 points ahead on 19%, also down by 1 point from the previous week. And Keir Starmer's Labour Party has a 26 points lead with 45% in the poll of more than 2,000 British adults. Reform leader Mr Tice told the Express, another poll showing us just 4 points behind the Tories, we are coming for them. You can pause and look at that graph if you want. The findings are fresh blow to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak as he battles to turn around the Tories' electoral fortunes. The Conservatives also face the looming threat of a political comeback by Nigel Farage, who is currently Reform's honorary president. Ex-UKIP donor Aaron Banks yesterday claimed 10 Tory MPs would defect to the rebranded Brexit Party if Mr Farage returns as leader. The party gained its first MP last month when Lee Anderson switched after losing the Tory whip in an Islamophobia row. Speaking to GB News Chopper political podcast, Mr Banks said that's part of his calculus. MPs are in contact with him daily and about this kind of thing. If he does come back, it will be on the back of something fairly spectacular. He added that donors were poised to give multiples of £10 million to Reform if Mr Farage takes back the reins. Mr Banks said this is the perfect storm for Nigel to come back into, but I do think at this stage he's generally undecided. He is like a moth to the flame. He won't be able to resist. He won't be able to resist this. I just can't see it. Mr Farage dropped his latest comeback hint at his 60th birthday party last week amid feathered speculation. And the former UKIP leader, who is currently a GB News presenter, said options for his future include heading to the US as Donald Trump makes a fresh White House bid or returning to British politics. He told the guests at the London Bash, I thought maybe on my 60th birthday it'd be a good opportunity to make a big announcement, or maybe it was the right moment to do it, but then I realised why spoil a lovely booze up, while spoil a fun evening, why spoil the comedy, the music, the satire and the dancing which is to come. So I on this 60th birthday, okay, this isn't important. Okay, the main thing I wanted to talk about this article is how much of a chance do Reform UK have. Labour's basically going to win the next general election regardless of what happens. They should be able to get an easy majority. And Conservatives will win some seats here and there, but it'll be very negligible compared to how much seats they currently have. Reform, I think, are they like the third biggest party in terms of polling for the next general? I'm not sure actually. I'm actually not sure. Usually it's like Lib Dems, but the Reform might get more votes than then. Maybe, I don't know. But I know that the Reform are somewhat... I wouldn't call them a small candidate, but they're definitely not like a top player either. They're like a protest party vote. At the end of the day, maybe if they're lucky they might be able to get a seat here or there, but I don't think it's going to amount to much. I think if they are going to take votes away from Conservatives rather than Labour, which is just going to help Labour get as big of a victory as possible. And essentially, I mean, this is just so the Tories feel pain, essentially. And that's at least most of it. I yeah, as I said, it's basically over. Labour are going to be in government for at least a good 4 or 5 years before there's another general election, and honestly, they might just be a one-term government, but we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, that's about it really. Thanks for watching.